How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, trade recap. Today is October 12th. In about 20 so days, it is my birthday. So that's good to know. So let's get over what we talked about yesterday in yesterday's video. Just to let you guys know, we talked about the prediction we had on the market for tomorrow for CPI day. Unfortunately, CPI, well, actually, not unfortunately, just CPI came out positive, as I can show you. Oh, not that. It it came out positive. We don't need to check about that. Yeah, so yeah, it came out positive. So obviously it was negative for for us on SPX. Didn't take a trade today, but I did see someone else on TikTok take a trade that I would have taken, or that I would have liked to see. I actually have up in my notes. I have some things here, and I just added this today. And it said, "Don't try to predict the market. Play the trend and find your entry." Right. This is important because, as you guys know, this is CPI yearly, CPI monthly, CPI core CPI monthly. You have unemployment rates. There's a lot of heavy bearish, bullish news, lots of high impact news. That means that the day is going to be wild. The price action is going to be wild. Your position might get stopped out in one single wick, one single candle, right? So it's very risky. As you look in the day, I was looking, and you can even see this fair value gap. I don't know if you can see the color. I kind of dimmed everything so we could see clearly this whole weekly fair value gap. But I said this fair value gap will get filled by CPI. Pretty sure to me, I'm going to count this as a fill because it got basically a tick away. Like if you see this daily fair value gap right here is created by this low, right? This low, and look at the candles low over here, the L 4402.2. That's the low of this candle. So we want to see the high of this candle reach that. What's the high of this candle? 4401.1. Literally 0.1 tick away, or 0.9 ticks away, 0.8 ticks away, 0.9 ticks away. Come on, that's something. So I'm gonna treat this as a fill on the fair value gap. We also had swept liquidity that was on Tuesday. Now, did we sweep it? No, we didn't actually really sweep it. You didn't really you right here don't see a big move down nor a 4-hour reaction off this liquidity sweep up here on buy side. We're talking about this, by the way. You don't see anything here. I believe on QQQ there was a strong, no, QQQ also ran right through it. What about the ES ran? Okay, so we all ran through it. So my bad, we just all ran through it. Nothing got liquidated. And then we reach up here. I believe it was 8:30 is when news came out. So we'll hop in the 1 hour, see how that impacted the market real quick. 8:30, right around here. So right around here, this whole candle right here, this is when CPI came out. Everything came out. I watched this live. DXY went fucking crazy. DXY was probably the most impacted. Obviously, it was on the US dollar. So this is really what I was looking for. Huge bullish day for DXY, but that means that we're going to be bearish on SPX, as you guys know, obviously. Go back to the SPX. We can see that it doesn't quite take out this fair value gap, but it does liquidate this buy side before I need water, before coming down. I was not in the market. I'm pretty sure opened like around here, like down on this candle. I didn't have an entry here at all, but I will show you an entry I would have taken. Obviously after CPI, I was neutral. I was bullish. I was bearish. I was like, I want to see where price goes after market open. And as you guys know, usually, and I mean usually after news, when market opens and we're bullish, we're going to be bearish, right? I mean, that's when the orders get filled, and that's when all the retail traders, like myself sometimes, would buy the stock market, right? And that's all when those big orders come in, they accumulate, market opens, it pumps up. But it pumps up until the institution get to fair value gap, and that's when they enter. They sweep your buy side right here, and they dump, right? And you want to take your entry off that, which is exactly what I could have done. So you wait in the first hour or so, 9 to 10 or 12, 9 to 11, whatever, you wait. This whole time period, you just wait. You're just watching price action. You're not taking a trade. You wait, okay? Let's delete this so you guys can understand what I was looking at. So I have OT levels, not only for entry, but for support and resistance and kind of just seeing where price wants to go. I'm actually forgot where was this. What the fuck? Okay, so, oh yeah, it's swing low, okay. So the first OT level I had, obviously before pre-market or anything like this, was this first OT level. So I have this current swing low, right, on the 4 hour. So current swing low, and the current swing high is up here, right? Right after CPI and the news come out, I marked this level. Boom. Okay, marked it up. Now, watch how price comes into this. So the moment that happens, I mark my OT level because I'm telling myself, where does price want to go in this OT level? Will it come down to this OT level? Will it fill any of these levels? It might, right? Because then, again, we're still in pre-market here, right? This is 8 a.m. This is 9 a.m. But if you go down to 30, we open right at the bottom of this candle. So this whole down move is still pre-market, right? And so 9:30, right, comes all the way down, and right, I really want to find where it actually opened. Pretty sure it's right here. No? Up here. This candle. Yeah, so market open here. We dump. And I look at this candle wick perfection. Like if you're on the 5-minute and you're seeing this, like, dude, the dojis lined up like perfectly. The wicks, they don't line up, but like that means that there was enough buyers to take this wick all the way down, buy all the way back up, and to then break structure. Actually, not even. It didn't even break structure. My bad. I mean, those two candles say a lot about what is about to happen. Where are we? Okay. 15-minute again. You could see it barely closed under the 0.62. When you're looking at this right now, right? To me, it's very bullish. But like I said, I'm not trading until from like here to like here, basically, right? I'm watching all of this. I'm watching this live. I'm like, you're not getting in this. This is not any trade. You're not catching this little move up. What I wanted to see, obviously, was where would price come back into, right, after this big bullish like flag. I'm like, okay, well, market opens, all the positions get filled. Where is it going to go before it comes back down? Because this is not going to be like a full bullish day. If you look at DXY, and DXY is doing this huge fucking shit, it does not give a shit about this liquidity up here. It's just pumping up. So we're going to pump down, right? But at what point do we reverse? So this is where my second OT comes in, right? This was this again was our bullish OT, right? Because we're taking from the swing low to the swing high. But now for a bearish OT, for a bearish reversal, we take from the swing high to the swing low. So what's the current 15-minute range? Obviously, it's the current swing high, which is up here, and the current swing low, we just made, right, off the OT over there. Lines up actually perfectly, right? Boom. Okay, so what do we get? Obviously, what I'm doing, and as you guys know, I like to mark out fair value gaps, order blocks, liquidity that's inside this range right here. Okay, this range is the most important range that I've been looking at. Now, the only thing I'm having trouble with is knowing where price is going to hit these targets. Is it going to go here at the very bottom? Is it going to go touch the 0.7, or is it 0.709 or 0.79, right? I don't know. But that's when you look at the fair value gaps, right? In the first range, what do you find, right? What's the most, like, is there a fair value gap up here? No. At the moment, there's not. I can't see one right here on the 15-minute. Let's go up to the 30-minute, okay? No, can't really see one. 1 hour, not even, right? There's a big one right here. Sure, right here. I guess you could mark it out right here. Okay, this big fair value gap, right? But not only does this go out of our OTE, that means that it would have to break OTE, and that doesn't really go with my strategy. That means that, my bad. That means that, yeah, it would break the OTE strategy. The low of this actually lines up good with the 0.62 OTE. So that's somewhere I want to be looking at, is this bottom portion, right? Maybe this top portion, maybe, and if I find something there, good, I'll mark it up. 30-minute, again, we said no. 15-minute, what do we have? Still nothing. I'm seeing something in this wick, right? When I see this wick on the 30-minute or on the 15-minute, I'm like, there's definitely displacement because it went up and it went all the way back down. So that means on the 5-minute, there's got to be a move or something. Okay, so yeah, there's something here. The first thing that caught my eye, which was nearest to the 0.62, and this is very tiny, but there's a little displacement right here, a little fair value gap right here. So I'll mark that up. And then I don't see anything on the 5-minute, so I go down to the 3-minute. Okay, what's on the 3-minute? Nothing. I don't really see anything in this area. 1 minute. And this will shock a lot. What the fuck? Why does it bring me here? Where am I? Oh. This will shock a lot of y'all. Let me put this in full screen. There's a 1 minute fair value gap right here. And you know where this lines up to? Almost is this 0.79, no, 0.05. So the golden zone, as I call it, right? Boom. Right there. From this bottom wick to the top of this wick. And I mean, look at the rejection. Even on the 1 minute, it didn't want to go up. Like this huge bullish move. Not even rejected. Swept. Not even rejected. And we come down. Right? Look at the 3-minute. I'm pretty sure it closed. Yeah, look at these wicks. Look at the bodies. The bodies basically closed inside this fair value gap. And then he used this little 5-minute fair value gap. 3-minute. Yeah, 5-minute fair value gap that we are marked out to not only use it as resistance and a push further, right? So the strategy I'm working on is basically this, but what I really want to learn is the price action with the wicks and the body, right? Because when market is open like this, you don't know if this is just like a accumulation to go even higher, right? I have no clue, right? But having these fair value gaps and these areas marked out tells me something very strong here, that it didn't want to push higher above this fair value gap. It basically closes under this 5-minute fair value gap. It's now rejecting this 5-minute fair value gap, and it's rejecting this OT level. That's a lot of PD rates. Is that enough for me to take a trade? Maybe if I was dumb, but again, I didn't trade because it was news. If it wasn't a news day, I don't think we would have this moved at all. I mean, this is huge. This is a huge dump. I'm not, hold on, let me actually calculate this. Dude, we basically moved, oh my God, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. And that's like a perfect entry off, like, you know, you could have entered here and still made money. You could have entered here and still made money. So you didn't have to get the perfect entry. That's, again, why it's risky. Because think about it, right? Think about it. What if I took this entry up here, right, as a short position, okay? Okay, not a long position. Short position right here. Okay, random entry and target these lows, whatever, right? And your stop loss is here. But what if this whole position, this whole move was actually flipped? What if instead of this little tiny accumulation was just like, oh, let me get support from a lower fair value gap and just bounce back up like a motherfucker and takes this buy side and that buy side? What if I did that, right? Because we're not far from where CPI got released. We're really like, we're basically almost halfway through. We've passed the consequent encroachment. We can make it. We could probably buy our, like if we can do this, we could probably do that in the opposite direction. And my initial bias was, okay, yeah, we're going to be bullish for the day, right? So would I have taken this trade? No. Why? News. CPI, I don't trade on CPI. You don't trade on FOMC unless it's like a pixel perfect setup, like A+, like everything aligns perfectly. Other than that, you just watch it and you pretend to take the trade, right? QQQ, still have this weekly fair value gap marked up. Let's see what happened on the 1 hour. See if we can relate anything on SPX that we've learned. Didn't really have anything marked out up here. So unlike, okay, I want you to know something. Unlike SPX here on the 1 hour, unlike SPX, right? Right now, SPX has this blue line, right, which is the consequent encroachment of this weekly fair value gap, okay, to reject off of. It also has this daily fair value gap to fill. So it has two P arrays right now that is acting as buy side because it's under it, okay? So, and then it also swept buy side pre-market. But QQQ, as you notice, there's no daily fair value gap unless I just forgot to mark one. I can actually see one right now. There's a gap right here. Boom. Okay, well, never mind. So we are in a gap. I would have my levels a little refined here, but I didn't. So let's see if we can dump down to the 15-minute, and yeah, I mean, this should be pretty obvious, right? We have some pre-market highs up here, okay? Obviously, that gets taken out, liquidity comes down, and this is all, this right here, this is all accumulation. This is all choppiness. This is all, yeah, chop. It's all choppiness. You know, price comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, and then finally comes down, right? But it had to sweep at one point, finally comes down. It's all part of the timing too, right? This happened at 12:30. When did our move down happen? About 12. What if I go down 30-minute? 12:30. So this move down happened on 12:30 at SPX. Same happened on QQQ. I don't think we had a very big move down on QQQ. Although the target levels here was this target level, right? I don't think we went down to this. And I want you to notice something, even on the 1 hour, right? Notice that on SPX, we were under this consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So we were bearish. And on QQQ, we've actually passed the consequent encroachment back basically on Tuesday. So that means that for the whole day today, yesterday, we were bullish. So on QQQ, this whole CPI stuff doesn't really affect it at all because we're already past this fair value gap. And look at that close. We are basically, like, look at this low. The low of this is 36.9.86. That means that this one, the close, is 36.9.93. Literally 3 ticks away. 3 ticks away. And that's the close of this candle. That means that tomorrow, if this candle starts off bullish, we're probably going to come up here, but we're probably again going to close above and be even more bullish to possibly fill this. I don't know. I don't want to predict the market. You know, that's one of my rules now. I don't want to predict the market because that just gives me either a wrong bias for tomorrow. I'm trying to give you guys an edge, but I don't even have an edge. So it doesn't make sense for me to share anything, right? I can just share my analysis. Only thing tomorrow is I won't have time to do anything. We have news tomorrow. It's not super important. It's only one thing. It's at 10 a.m. Just kind of a dick because that's when my free period is. And that's exactly when I start trading. So I can't really trade during news. But hey, you know what? Hey, fuck it, we ball. You know what I mean? We'll gamble news. Fuck it, you know? We'll gamble news. We will gamble news, and I'll do it every day, all day long. All right. I'll see you guys in the very next video. And I hope you guys learned something. If you didn't, please let me know in the comments. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments. If you guys hate this, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.